Going to talk a little bit today about the idea of tracking being a mindset. I'd like to elaborate on that a little bit. When I say that we accept tracking as a particular way of thinking and a particular way of seeing, I don't mean that you treat everyone in your daily life and every circumstance under the cloud of suspicion. It's not a way to live. You can be open to all things, and you just generally look for things that probably shouldn't be there. Many things about tracking you can see from the perspective of pattern recognition. And this is very true for human beings as well. Back in 1980, my first girlfriend was a little bit pedantic, and she began stalking me. And I learned from her, directly and indirectly, by her behaviour, what stalkers do. And a lot of those lessons stayed with me, throughout decades. So when I'm looking at someone who may be troublesome, I look at their eye contact. And there's a generality to say, well, suspicious people will look away. Not really true. Suspicious people can look directly in your eyes, I have found over the decades that the best sort of lies will keep constant eye contact. And so a term that comes to me is lying the truth. That the person knows that they are lying. They know it. But it's their eye contact is convincing you that what they're saying is true. So there's that. We don't look at every single situation with suspicion. We remain open to change, and we trust our little inner thing in here and in the heart here, whether something is quite right or whether it isn't. But the only true way, I guess, is recognizing problems, is to look for the recurring patterns. If someone has got a particular behaviour where they'll be gaslighting you behind your back, you can say with certainty that there's a problem there. They may not be a predator, but certainly they have an issue, and I'll be wary of that. For the most part, it seems a lot of predators we see face to face, we don't recognise them at first as what they were. Like with my girlfriend, I didn't recognise her first as a stalker. But given time, the repeating patterns of what she used to do all the time, she would just turn up at places and then she'd say, "Oh, you found me!" No. I've been here for a good half an hour before I saw you. I didn't know you were coming here. "Oh, but you must have been stalking me," is something she used to say all the time. It was quite a disturbing time for me. And I have to say it took me a long time to get over that. But the experience was a good one, because I got to learn firsthand what possibly predators will do. They will follow people. They will turn up randomly at places and claiming that, they were there first when they weren't. There's always little coincidences with predators of all kinds. If they decide to target you, over time you'll know it, and you must take evasive action. You can never trust a predator, because they have got a particular design, a particular construct in their mind of what they want to do to you, and you're just not going to be part of that. So really, pattern recognition is the mindset of all tracking. And tracking is something that you can do under day-to-day situation, in a car park, at a supermarket, buying groceries, or just walking down the street. At present, I'm sitting in a busy car park. It's a strange thing because I'm talking to my phone. Anyway, Tracking is a mindset of what doesn't fit, but also, more importantly, of a pattern that keeps repeating. And you have to ask yourself, why is that pattern repeating? And what is this person's true intentions towards you? It's worth a thought.